Do you get fed up with things being thrown into piles instead of being put away in an organized manner, no matter how hard you try? Today I will be covering 5 of the best organizing tips that help me avoid the overwhelm and the stress that comes from the disorganization. And there's also a few that you might want to avoid. These products can help you lower your stress and your overwhelm, give you back some time, and help you to stay organized. Your home can actually become the organized haven that you dream of. But it's real, right? It's not gonna be perfect like the home edit. Well, this coat closet of mine had become a dumping ground for gloves, hats, umbrellas, coats, jackets, you name it. With small children, a basket up too high was too high for them to reach. So I decided to put the basket on the floor, but things would never make it inside the basket. And it was always overflowing. Nobody could find a pair of matching gloves, or I guess any gloves for that matter. And when somebody needed to find something, things would just get tossed and things would get lost. Enter in the over-the-door shoe organizer. You're going to see that this is real, okay? It's not perfect. I haven't doctored up anything here today. This closet, it does need some decluttering. It does need a touch of organization, but I tell you, this has made a huge difference for us. I have on each row here, I labeled our names. So it goes dad, mom, oldest, then all the way down to the youngest child. I put the youngest child down on the bottom here so that he could reach it. Now, everybody has a spot for any gloves or hats that they need. A lot of them are empty because we don't have way too many like we did before. So I also added hooks inside the closet here. I put them here for their backpacks and their jackets. They never put it back. It still just gets dumped here on the ground. They come home from school, they stick their backpack right here by the door. I've considered adding hooks right here. I've seen a lot of people do that right when they walk in the front door. But you know what? My brain can't handle the visual clutter. So I haven't done that yet. But you know, maybe I need to adapt to the way that my family organizes instead. Do you have any suggestions of what I could do instead of having the backpacks here like I'm imagining, but also having them not just leave them on the floor? Maybe I just need to do better at reminding them when they get home. I don't know, that might be a good idea. What about an over-the-door organizer for your pantry? Ta-da! This organizer here has been a huge, huge game changer for me. This is where I keep most of the snacky stuff that my kids want to have. Things were always getting just like shoved into the corners and getting lost, and things weren't getting eaten, things were going stale. So it just didn't work. This works really, really well for us. So this one actually just hangs over the door. You don't actually have to screw it in. But there are a few adjustments that I had to make to this one because it is pretty heavy and it would just bang on the door when you would open and close it. As you can see, it doesn't do that. See? Squeaky door though. So I think that I bought this on Amazon. It could have been Walmart, but there were some reviews that gave me some good tips on how to keep this on. You just use little command hooks here on the side and it seems to hold it really well. In addition to the storage rack over the door, I also added some wire shelving to use up all of the space. There was a lot of unused space up here. I've got my rows of cans here, and then I could put stuff underneath it as well. One of my favorite organizers are turntables. Look at that. Amazing. And then I have a couple right here that just keep some of our extra items. I love them. My favorite place for using the turntables is here for my oils and vinegars. I got these huge turntables. Pretty sure these were from Target, and I stuck 2 here. And now I don't have to dig. I mean, this is a deep cupboard that I cannot reach back in the back. This was super helpful. Now I can just turn it and grab. I also have one up here for some of my baking items, baking powder, baking soda. I probably could rearrange this a little better, but I really like the turntables. This has been a game changer for me. And one of the last places is right here. I keep our butter, our salt and pepper, just a couple things here. All my spices are also on a turntable. This has been amazing. I won't go back anyway else. I have a few up here because the turntable doesn't really fit here very well. And there are just a few that I don't use quite as much. And those are up here. But right here, I have them in alphabetical order. Now they're not all pretty in pretty containers. that I'd have to decant, but this is just how it's gonna be right now, and it works perfect. I hope that you are enjoying this video and that you find it helpful, and if you do, I would love it if you would give it a like. I tried several different organizing systems for my flowers and sugars. I actually had them on the counter here before in glass jars. I did like it at the beginning, but I ended up deciding that it was just too much visual clutter. Also, they would get really dirty and dusty, and I didn't like that. I decided to get them in different containers, and this is another one of my organizing products tips that I love. These containers. I love it. These progressive, I think they're called Pro Keepers. One day I was in Costco and I came across these. I just knew I had to have them. So they have this awesome seal, and the brown sugar comes with this little terracotta, I think, disc, and you just soak it in some water every few months or so and then stick it back in here and your brown sugar stays soft. I have one for my flour, and it comes with a little level here. So let me show you. Say I wanted to grab a scoop, I could level it out nice and easy. I have one for just plain white sugar. This one has a little pour spout, and you can also open it from the top. And then I have one here for powdered sugar. This does have a little measuring spoon, and it has a little sifter thing for dusting on powdered sugar. I really don't use it, so it just stays here. And it also comes with one other container. I can't remember what it's for, nuts or something if you want to, but I actually don't use it. It's sitting in my basement in a pile of stuff that I need to go through. I probably should just declutter it. For some reason I can't, because I keep thinking I'm gonna need to use it for something. That's something I just gotta keep thinking about. So anyway, if you see these at Costco, I think they come out around the holidays, so it'll be a good time. You might wanna pick these up. I will also leave a link down in the description for buying these on Amazon if you want, if you're interested, but Costco definitely is the way to go. It's much cheaper to buy them there if you want. I wanted to try adding in some hooks on my cabinets, like you see all over Pinterest and Instagram. I don't really care for it. You can see that it bangs every time you open and close it. It swings. If you have a suggestion on how to actually make it work, I am all ears. Otherwise, I would just skip this one. Another item that I purchased at Costco were these baggy organizers. Now I know that on like Amazon, they come in a one box thing so that they're not separated. I do really like that they're separated though, because you can rearrange it to fit however it can fit in your drawer. I don't think these came with these little sticky things on them, but you know what? I can't remember for sure. So if they didn't, get yourself some of these little sticky things. They help them from not sliding all over the place. But I really like the look of these. I don't like the boxes all over in here. They would slide everywhere. So this is something that I really liked. In my old house, I used to have a knife magnet that went along a cupboard that was right next to my sink. I don't have one here. As you can see, this is an island. There are no cupboards here. I ended up just using the knife block, but I actually really don't like it sitting on my counter. I like that it's easy access. I like it because I use this area right here for chopping. I can put things in the sink and in the garbage really easily. So I definitely want my knives over here. I found something on Amazon that I wanted to try. I have this little drawer here, and we're gonna test out this product together. We're gonna see if I can get the knife thing to fit in here, with all the knives and all this stuff. So let's just take everything out and give it a try. All right, let's see. Big knife. Wait a minute, is that how it goes? Let's see. Oh, that doesn't work. Doesn't fit. All the other knives I think will fit. That fits. I don't really have a ton of knives that need to fit. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that works. See if I can still fit this. Ha, I can still fit that. And actually, I never use this, so I'm just gonna declutter that. A little pizza slicer. Don't know if I like that. This is what I use a lot. That kind of gets in the way. I have a little apple slicer. I do like keeping my can opener here. And then I have this cheese slicer. I don't use this very much though. So I don't think I'm gonna keep this in this drawer. I'm gonna put these in a different drawer. So I think that actually works. Let's give that a whirl and see how that goes. Oh wait, I got the scissors too. Those are not gonna fit like that. See if that works. Oh, that does work. I could do that. Not sure. Oh no, that one's starting to kind of hit. Is that gonna bug me? Is the question. As long as I have it back here a little bit. I'm gonna test that out for a little while and see what I think about that. If you want to see more decluttering and organizing videos, please consider subscribing. I make videos like this every week. While I was shopping for that knife organizer, I found this and I wanted to give it a try. This is for your silverware. But let's see how this works in here. All right, I don't think I like this because if these are stacked at all, it's not gonna fit. So for me, this is a no-go because my drawer is not deep enough. While these organizing tips will be really helpful in getting your house in order, the best way to keep your house organized is to declutter first. It is so hard to keep these things organized if you haven't taken the time to make space for the things that you use. So decluttering is really, really important before organizing. Click on the video here to help you declutter when you're feeling overwhelmed. And click the link here to see how I decluttered and organized my pantry. I'll see you there. Bye.